Today we're going to talk about how to run an effective volleyball practice. I believe that there are 3 things that you should be doing at every single practice that will help your players continue to build on what it is that you're teaching them. The first thing is you need to have a skill that you clearly lay out for them and you make it really simple for them to develop that skill. Say the skill is serving. Have all of the players serving, have them doing nothing but serving, and work on fixing their form. So when we're looking at form, we always look from the bottom up. We look at the feet first and see what are the feet doing? Are they doing what we need them to do? And whenever we're making corrections, we want to make that one correction at a time. I don't want to tell an athlete 5 things to do and give them different corrections every single time. I want to give them a certain correction and I want to focus on that correction until they adjust or until I can find a way to get through to them so that they start making that adjustment. So after we go through the skill development section of the practice, meaning we've practiced the skill, the second thing is, what should I be thinking about so that I can execute that skill effectively in a pressure situation, right? So there's a mindset piece. The second thing is mindset. What mindset do I need to develop around this volleyball skill so that when I go to the game, when I step on the court, I have the tools that I need to make sure that I'm preparing properly and that I'm doing what I need to do to execute that skill to the best of my ability. So there always needs to be a piece with, when you go up and serve, you need to take a deep breath first. You bounce the ball or you do this routine or whatever it is that you want your athletes to do. Set the expectation for how you want them to proceed in doing that skill in a game situation. So after you've executed the skill portion where you're developing the skill, then you go over the mindset piece of how you want them to think about that skill in a game situation. Now let's actually put it in a game situation where they have that particular focus of the skill that we just worked on. So what I mean by that is if you are going to work on serving, your drill has to have serving in it. You can have a pressure situation when it comes to serving. It can be just serving focused or it can be in an actual 6-on-6 game, but it doesn't have to be. You can take serving and put it into a serving specific game where now they have pressure to execute that skill. They're thinking about, how do I change the form you just told me to change? How do I think about what you told me to think about? And now how do I put it into a pressure situation? You don't need a full volleyball game or 6-on-6 to make it a game-like situation. It's any type of game. It's any type of pressure where they feel the need to perform. And if you do those 3 things every practice, you will have continued growth in your athletes. You'll see their form continue to progress, which helps with their consistency. You'll see their mindset continue to progress, which helps them with game performance. And then finally, you will see the actual skill and execution continue to get better every time you implement those things and put them into your practices. I hope this helps you with your next volleyball practice.